It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Monday, October 22nd, 2018. It is 7 a.m.
Whoop, whoop.
There it is. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, wow. What a weekend. Gorgeous, beautiful, spectacular.
It was.
Besides that, it was pretty nice.
Was it? Was it good for you?
Yeah, it was. Really nice. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis and Bob Recktenwald today. Of course, it's Monday and Sports Day.
Monday.
So, everybody have a fun weekend?
I did. I drove down to Springdale to watch at the Springdale Harbor High School. They were having a dance competition, and the Bomber Bells were there, and I went down and watched them, and they got they did 4 dances. They got second place in 3 of them, and they got a third place in the other ones. So
Very
they
good.
They did really well.
Yeah. And Mr. Recktenwald, your weekend was fun? Mode. I did too on Saturday.
He's still vibrating from knowing
the aftermath. Hey, we're enjoying Brood Awakening Coffee. You can do the same by visiting one of the 3 locations here in Mountain Home. We have Balmer Boulevard, and you better hurry because it's going to get busy real quick down there. Well, we have Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. And, of course, Highway 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. So be sure to take advantage of one of the 3 locations of Brood Awakening Coffee right here in Mountain Home. And or stop by the studio here. We got plenty of coffee. Neither one of these guys are drinking coffee.
No, I don't even have anything yet.
Man, I need to get you a cup of coffee. Dude.
I'll get my water here in a minute.
Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. I got to see Mike the other day over at the hospital. And business is booming.
Oh, yeah.
Coffee business is good. Well, with Brood Awakening, I can understand why. Very good coffee. Stop by and have a cup of coffee with us sometime. Plenty of coffee mugs over here, plenty of coffee in the pot, and several chairs out here where you can sit and watch the show. So come on down. We're at 1226 Commerce Drive right here in Mountain Home. Right?
You got it.
All right. Roller Funeral Home brings the morning prayer each and every day. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Bumped into Brad the other night, doing well. Our friend Jerry, remember Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry,
I got a good Jerry story.
Uh-oh,
Brad
here we go.
Said, I saw Jerry, and he's wearing a tie. I said, time out. Ooh, whoa, what?
Yeah, pause.
On the tractor, wearing a tie. He said, Brad, if you can wear a tie, I can too.
So he's out there on the tractor wearing a tie. Just give Brad a hard time. I love it. Good job, Jerry.
Oh, Roller Funeral Homes. When you describe professionalism, you're talking about Roller Funeral Home. Very professional, but at the same time, very caring and very loving and very sympathetic towards your needs. And they understand. So that's why Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas is one to choose when the need arises for the service for your loved one. Roller Funeral Homes brings the morning prayer each and every day. So let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, in your scriptures, we find, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So apparently we have the children and grandchildren of the Woodstock generation. Not that the 1969 Rock Festival was bad. What came after set the pace for decades. Drugs, sex, no respect for authority, and that part isn't good. A relationship with Christ doesn't mean I have to sit around and hum all day. A relationship with Christ leads to a more happy lifestyle. While heartaches and hard times still come and go, we have a God that cares and gives us peace and ways to cope. My prayer today, Lord, is help us to be an example of the love and peace that comes from Jesus Christ. And that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now, dun, dun, dun.
Glad there's no glass
Time
around
for the weather. Bob's over there just shaking his head. I'd like to see him do better.
Can you do the trumpet?
No.
No.
You wanna try, buddy?
No.
Okay,
No.
that went well. That went well.
No trumpet for Bob today. Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Old Time Restaurant. Today is Chicken Fried Steak Day.
You remembered.
Oh, I always remember Monday. Always remember Monday. Chicken fried steak. Can't beat that.
It is chicken fried steak on special all day long. You get it for breakfast. You get chicken fried steak, eggs, hash browns, biscuit and gravy or toast for $6.88. Or you can get it for lunch and chicken fried steak, 2 sides, roll of cornbread for $6.88. Can't beat it. Got all them
breakfast
homemade
Saturday morning.
pies.
Ooh, I got down there about 10 after 7.
What'd you have?
I get eggs with hash browns, sausage patties, bacon, and toast.
All right.
Yeah.
I went by and grabbed some to go.
Did you?
I
I saw you down there for a minute.
Yeah, I had to go to open up the football fields for the OFA football, and I don't have an actual score thing. I need to see if I can text them and give me who won what.
There's just kind of a certain, I don't know, it's a lot of fun on Saturday morning. Get down there about 7:15. You know, it's still kind of quiet. Farmers market's setting up over there across the street on the courthouse lawn. It's fun. Being downtown.
Oh, yeah.
You're in one of the older buildings in Mountain Home, which is nostalgic. You got the 1955 film on the little DVD there. And it's just fun. It's just a nice home-style, comfortable atmosphere. Come down. Friends come in the door all the time. Hey, how you doing? Get to visit with friends from across town, and just a good atmosphere. Anyway, Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. They bring you morning weather each and every day. Can we throw this up on the screen? This is what's going on the west coast of Mexico, and they're saying that this could actually affect our weather later in the week. This is Hurricane Willa, and on Sunday afternoon it strengthened into a major hurricane off the west coast of Mexico. The movement right now is north-northwest at 5 miles an hour. Its location at 17.4 north at 107.1 west. Wind sustained at 140 miles an hour right now. Several different platforms have showed this to where it will probably come across Mexico, and the moisture will come across Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana. More or less either way in Arkansas, depends on if it tracks more to the north or more to the south, of course. So this is something we have to look at for the weather coming up later on in the week. Temperature-wise right now, we're at 37 degrees in Mountain Home and Harrison and Hardy. It's 32 in Mountain View and Yellville and Marshall. 37 at Calico Rock. Well, it's warmer in St. Louis. It's 40 degrees there. 35 at Poplar Bluff. 37 in Branson and 36 in West Plains, Missouri. In contrast, it's only 23 in Watford City, North Dakota. Which is not that much colder than what we are. I mean, you know.
In here.
Yeah. Somebody turned the heat off, so the automatic heat did not trigger today.
It's a little chilly in here today. On the national radar, not much. Not much at all. There's a little bit in Nevada and Utah and Arizona. And a little bit in New Mexico. And starting to see a little bit of the remnants breaking off the hurricane there in Texas. Well, I'll hit that Texas stop real quick. Just north of San Antonio from Waco back towards, can't even see what that is down there. Anyway, just light showers throughout southern Texas right there. But Arkansas, Missouri seems to be clear. We'll hit that Little Rock stop real quick. All the highways in Arkansas are clear. 62, 412 east and west. Highway 65 north-south. Highway 67, 167 Little Rock, Batesville to Poplar Bluff in good shape. Your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555. All good in Arkansas right now. For Missouri, the St. Louis stop. Columbia, I-70 east of St. Louis, then east of St. Louis, Vandalia, Effingham in good shape. You can see Interstate 57, Carbondale, Mount Vernon, all the way up into Champaign-Urbana in good shape. I-64 from East St. Louis, Illinois, east to Mount Vernon in good shape. I-55 coming through Sykeston up to St. Louis, not bad at all. Rolla, I-44 east into St. Louis, looks like it's in pretty good shape. Southwest Missouri also picks up northeast Oklahoma, northwest Arkansas. You can see I-44, Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, and Rolla in good shape. Kansas City. Who won the KC Cincinnati game last night? Probably Kansas City.
Did Cincinnati even show up?
Well,
they got spanked. Yeah.
Well, the way
Cincinnati got spanked.
Cincinnati got spanked? Did they? Yeah. KC, I-70 to Columbia in good shape. Pardon that little interruption. But Kansas City's doing so well, I think they dropped that one game to the Patriots. That's about it. So anyway, it looks like all clear on the radar for Arkansas and Missouri. We'll take a look at that forecast today. For today, high of 67 degrees. Then tomorrow, high of 69 degrees. Wow, we got clear skies most of the week. Wednesday night comes the 20% chance of showers. Thursday, 20% chance, and Thursday mostly cloudy. So it looks like whatever, if that hurricane comes across, that's when it's going to be spinning off a little bit of that moisture. So not too bad. We've got lows of, say, 43 tonight, lows of 42 Tuesday night, 42 on Wednesday night, and a low of 40 on Thursday night. It's just fall weather. Just nice, clear, cool fall weather. What can you do? Just enjoy it. So, Arkansas Forestry Commission, of course, after all the rains we've had, there's no burn bans issued. All 75 counties are green. The wildfire danger is low. Still means we have to be careful. Probably need to get permission from local authorities to do any outside burning. There's no prescribed burns at this time. The drought monitor looks very good. Most of Arkansas is in pretty good shape. Northwest Arkansas, D0, abnormally dry in 3 counties. There should be Carroll County here, Benton County, and Washington counties in Northwest Arkansas. The drought's a lot better in southern Arkansas now. It looks like Lafayette County, Columbia, and Union. They're the DO, which is just a very moderate, abnormally dry, not bad at all drought. I mean, if you have to have a drought, this is the best one to have right here. So,
there you go.
Overall, not doing too bad. And so more rain coming through later on. All right.
Easy enough.
Weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Stop by for breakfast or lunch. You will not be disappointed. Affordable housing brings you
What time do they open over there?
7.
7 o'clock. 6:45 they usually unlock. They're always early.
Affordable housing brings you the community calendar each and every day. What do you got, Scooter? Anything?
I don't have anything. Mine all ended Saturday.
Yeah.
It's on you.
Okay.
OFA football tournament is Saturday.
This coming Saturday.
This
Yes.
coming Saturday.
At Bomber Stadium.
It'll be all day affair.
What's your kickoff time?
Champion, usually at 9 o'clock.
9.
The championship games will play in the evening under the lights, and we got Air Evac going to come in and fly the game ball in, and it'll be a good thing. It'll be a lot of fun.
It'll be a lot of fun. Busy day.
I'm ready for it. Bring it on.
Bring it on. Kindness Incorporated's 3rd annual Golden Gala is scheduled for November 10th from 6 to 10 p.m. This is their main annual fundraiser. Now, Kindness Incorporated is a transportation service that provides transportation for those that can't drive themselves to doctor's appointments, shopping, hair appointments, whatever it may be. They serve Baxter Marion counties. Sponsorships range from $2,500 to $150. So for more information, contact Debbie Womack at 870-425-6475. And be sure to help Kindness Incorporated. They take no outside monies other than just the private donations from the citizens of Baxter and Marion counties, and probably a few businesses that help sponsor them as well. So their main Golden Gala, their main fundraiser, the 3rd annual Golden Gala, is scheduled for November 10th from 6 to 10 p.m. And then the Veterans Benefit Concert takes place on October 27th at Minnie Harris Park in Harrison, Arkansas from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Live music by Whistlin' Dixie. There'll be silent auction, bounce houses, vendors, and many more. Vex's Boat looks like they're going to be there. Cruise Planners will be there. Jamie's Restaurant will be providing barbecue. All proceeds benefit the DAV Chapter 6 in Harrison, Arkansas. It takes place October 27th at Minnie Harris Park in Harrison, Arkansas. I got one more I need to get out here if I can find it.
Talk about being prepared. We got a show we do every morning. You know
Yeah,
that?
we do, don't we?
Yeah,
what time's that start?
I do want to
7:15 on Mondays.
I do want to say thank you to some of our OFA parents, OFA football parents, and some of our Mountain Home Flyers Youth Wrestling parents. They both donated their time and helping to put on the haunted trick or treat there at the youth center. We were in charge of the little haunted pathway, scare kids thing, haunted trail, I guess you'd call it. And they did a good job. They really did.
A lot of fun.
Yeah,
Good.
There was tons.
Youth Center does a great job, don't they?
There.
Man, any
it
kind
was
of staff
great.
over there. Soul Sneakers basketball registration is ongoing right now. First Baptist Church's Soul Sneakers program for the 2019 basketball and cheerleading program. You can register online at www.firstbaptistmountainhome.com. Basketball's $25 per child, cheerleading $35 per child. Games start middle part of January 2019. For more information, call 425-5421. Talk to Julie. And so, wow, basketball season coming up already.
It is around the
Soul
corner.
Sneakers now. I think that's like in its 23rd year, 2020, between 20 and 23 years of doing that program.
Cool.
All right, I think we got it all covered. It's 7:15. It's time for Bob Recktenwald Sports. I'm out of coffee, so he's going to run a couple of commercials while I go get coffee. Then Bob's going to talk a while, so we'll be right back. With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name-brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support, and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Nemus Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas is your home for national and international award-winning pizza. Nemus Pizza offers artisan-made award-winning pizza with only the freshest and finest of ingredients. Each pizza is made from scratch and hand-tossed at the time you place your order. And also check out their calzone strombolis, an oven-baked folded pizza stuffed with your choice of meat. Sauce can be on the side or included inside at your request. Nemus Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas, your home for award-winning pizza. If you 7:18. I left one thing out on commuter calendar. I need to get in.
Oh,
quick.
my goodness.
Da-da-da-da. The library will host a pumpkin carving event on Saturday, October 27th from 2 to 3 at the Baxter County Library, Donald W. Reynolds Library. Families need to bring their own pumpkin, but pumpkin carving tools will be provided. Refreshments served. Space is limited, so you need to register by going to www.baxlib.org or call 580-0987.
Cool.
Time for sports. Bobby Recktenwald. Can we get the trumpet again there? We need another trumpet in there.
No, we don't need no stinking trumpets.
He loves your trumpet.
Go ahead, tuba.
I'll tuba you Friday night.
I need one of those shirts with white and black stripes over here.
See, he's over here threatening me on Friday night. And what you guys don't realize is I can say all I want and mess them up as we're going. And he's limited on what he can say because he's live on there.
We do take frequent breaks.
Oh, feel the love.
If you didn't make the trip to Bomber Stadium Friday night to sit in the cold, wet rain, and I mean to tell you, it rained hard.
Oh, yeah.
You missed a good ball game. If you didn't watch it on XL7 TV, you missed a real good ball game.
They can go in. They can go back and watch it on their Facebook page.
If you want to watch it, you can go to hometowntv.net/football, and it'll bring it up. You can watch it there. Probably, we've been begging all year for the last season and a half. Give us a game that we can be excited about, something that's got a little teeth to it that we can sit there and talk about. Because over the years that I've been doing this, it's awfully hard to come up with stuff to talk about when things aren't going your direction.
Yeah.
It was a good played, hard fought, all the way to the last second of the game, ball game.
Literally, when they put that ball across the line and the clock went off.
And I will tell you that this area and this football team should be no prouder than these Bombers, or a set of Bombers, than they should be that offensive line and the defensive line.
They never gave up. As I was able to watch the broadcast that you and Scooter were doing, what was it, 2 seconds on the clock, and they went half the distance of the goal because that penalty. And then literally the ball crossed the plane of the goal line, the clock went off, and then PAT, 36 to 40? Or 34? 40
it was 40 to 35.
35, that's right. Yeah. 5 point difference.
I'm with you, Bob. The offensive line, what were they weighted? 80?
I was just going to say, one thing that the Bombers did give up, Dale, over on Friday night's game is 88 pounds average per player on the offensive line.
Say that again, at what?
Their defense, offensive defense, because there's no way for us to tell.
Right.
But we took the 5 numbers that we saw the most frequently, took their weights. It was 1,500 pounds, 1,489 or 1,498 pounds. We took our known offensive line. Each man gave up 88 pounds on average.
And we're still making holes. And one play, the front lineman blew his guy up and then got into the secondary to make a block.
Wow.
Giving up that.
Wow.
I mean, if you look at the technical side of it and not just what happened in the play, what happened when you start looking at the technical side and how the front line was doing and where they were getting to and what they were, it was an impressive game.
Yeah.
I mean, those kids.
Yeah, when you dissect the mechanics of what has to happen to gain 5, 6, 7, 8 yards at a play, there has to be a lot of contact on that front 5, and you've got to take your hat off to. I'd sit here and rattle them off, but I would miss somebody and be wrong by doing it. But you've got to take your hat off and congratulate the Bomber offensive line. And
they stayed with them the whole game.
Absolutely.
Because that score seesawed back and forth the whole night.
Yeah. Take away a few stupid mistakes.
Which were?
Errors. You get a fumble. You get a penalty. You get a pick, some of that stuff. Take away some of that stuff. There's a whole
one thing would have changed that game for the Bombers. One penalty,
a fifth quarter.
A fifth quarter.
Rain. Be honest with you, if the rain would have quit when it was supposed to, I think it'd have been a totally different game.
Yeah.
Everything played out the same. Take the rain away, it's a totally different game.
So how many fumbles did Mountain commit? Do you remember the stats?
No, I don't. We don't.
Because that's going to be.
We don't have an opportunity to keep stats up there because everything moves so fast. We don't have a third guy to sit there and keep stats on it. But the fumbles that we had weren't crucial. It's not like they picked him up and ran him in for a touchdown. It just they happen, and it takes the wind out of your sails. Yep. An interception happens, it really brings your dauber down.
The onside kick.
That was probably the big turning point was Sylvan Hills coming with an onside kick. It did not make it to the 50, but our guy reached over the 50, touched it.
Oh.
Did not get control of it. They got the ball at the 49, at their own 49. So therefore, take that away, it's a different game.
Yeah.
So Sylvan Hills got it at their own 49, so they had 51 yards to go, right?
Right.
Wow.
Which they did.
Yeah,
which they did.
So how does Sylvan Hills stack up against other teams in the state? Are they as strong as Jonesboro? Who's hot right now? Conway. Well, Harrison.
Let me just tell you
if
this.
you put Sylvan Hills up against Harrison.
Oh, no, there's no contest. Harrison has the team this year. Harrison is undefeated. They beat Alma 31-0 Friday night. Wow. I said it at the ball game. I said, if nothing changes, nobody gets hurt between now and playoff, I think Harrison will go undefeated all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell you this. You cannot judge the conference that we're in by who beat who. Mountain Home played a very good game against Jacksonville. West Memphis is the number one team in our conference. They went into overtime Friday night against Jacksonville and only won by a field goal.
Ooh.
So on any given Friday night, the coin can be tossed and the winner be determined because you just don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. You just don't know what's happening.
So what you're saying here is the mental state of what team shows up mentally.
Yeah,
is a big factor too.
Yeah, if Mountain Home would have been able to pull that game off and won by 8 or more, they'd have been in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's just the way the conference is built that's the way it would happen. But you take a look at the West Memphis-Jacksonville game where it's determined in an overtime quarter by a field goal, and Mountain Home played neck and neck with Jacksonville, a month ago?
Yeah.
We're that close.
So you hear the coaches say, well, it's work in progress. You're going to lose some players. You're going to get some back. There's always next year. True, there's always next year. You'd love to have a win for these kids. But you can tell, to me, the winning team is the one that never quits. It's the one that never ends. The score, the record book, great. Everybody'd love to be 500 or better every year. But when you can take and look at a game played in week 0 and take a game that was played in week 8 or 7, wherever we are, was week 8, I believe. That team never stopped. This team is continuing to grow and is continuing to get better. Granted, we're going to lose some seniors come May. We've got some freshmen coming up that will take some places, and we're going to miss those seniors, no doubt. But what we're going to enjoy is a system that's been in place with some coaches that these kids know, and the possibility of things going forward and getting better. So
there you go.
But that was Friday night's games. Mountain View got beat by Melbourne 26-14. Salem beat McCrory 46-0. And Harding Academy went to Marshall and beat Marshall 41-8. So because of the way these conferences are built, I couldn't tell you who's in, who's out yet.
It's going to wow.
It'll be next week, which will be week 9, before we can, after the outcome of those games, we'll be able to tell you. I talked to the athletic director over at Yaleville Friday night after our game. They did not play Friday night. It was their homecoming. They did not have a game to play because Cedar Ridge forfeited. So what they had to do so they could continue to have their homecoming is they had to bring in a JV game because they can't play a varsity game after a forfeit. So they had to bring in a JV team, and they had a JV game and had their homecoming anyway. They really, I think it was more of an organized scrimmage, shortened quarters, different quarters the way it was because of the rain and such. But Coach Jones told me that if they pick up a win this coming Friday, it looks like they could be in the playoffs. So you just don't know the way these things are set up these days. It's not like they only take the top 3 or top 4. They run it all the way down as far as they can get it. So.
Real quick before we take a break, Mountain Bomber schedule Thursday the 25th. 9th grade plays at Little Rock Hall, providing the schedule still as it was printed. Friday the 26th, varsity is at Searcy. Thursday the 1st is the last regular game home against West Memphis. That's senior night here at Mountain Home on the varsity.
Right.
And then November 9th, first round of the state playoffs, locations to be announced yet on that one.
Yeah, so it's we're down to the last 2 weeks of Friday night football, unless one of our local area teams makes the playoffs, and then we'll determine if we're going to take a team that way.
Yeah.
Ready for break? I think Coach Henry's there.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, talk a little bit of volleyball, and then we'll have Coach Calvin Henry in.
Be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with a pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Why would I recommend Hospice the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
$7:32. Time for more sports. Bob?
Woohoo!
Scooter, you got some OFA scores?
Yes, I do. We had a game this last weekend, and on the 3rd and 4th grade, we had the BSI MAS Jackrabbits won over the Shelter Insurance Bulldogs, and the Coleman Family Dentistry Extractors won over the Bull Shoals Hardware Riveters. And Mountain View Yellow Jackets had a bye. On the 5th and 6th grade, the Pippin CPA Bulldogs won over the Island Concrete Islanders. In this one, I would have loved to have seen this game. Homebound Medical Enforcers won over the Aspire Outdoor Steelers. And, of course, Mountain View Yellow Jackets had a bye. And right now, up until then, the Aspire Outdoor Steelers were undefeated, and I would have loved to have seen that game.
And the strangest part about that is their head coach was on a cruise.
Yeah.
What's that tell you?
He was on his buddy's having a wedding. He's on a cruise with him, and so he wasn't able to be there. But it's cool to see it. You know, in the OFA and the youth level, you see some teams develop early and then some kind of develop as the season goes. And you're starting to see that now where these teams that were dominating, now the other ones are catching up and it's becoming these head-to-head battles. And it's really, really cool.
But now Saturday's your championship, right?
Saturday's it. Saturday's the...
Let me ask you a quick question. If you added one more game to the season, how different would that championship game be? Because you're saying that these teams... that have just kind of built and built and built. If you added one more game and then did that championship, would it be a different picture?
It could. Yeah. You never know. You just never know. I mean, you're learning and developing every year or every game, so you just never know.
But what'll happen is, Dale, it's an actual tournament, so they'll have to fight to get to the top.
Oh, is it single elimination? Or
yeah.
double single?
It's double elimination, isn't it? And then we run a double elimination last year.
You're going to be playing lots of games in a double.
It goes till 8, 9 o'clock at night.
How many teams you got?
We've got on each division, there's 5.
You could be double elimination.
Yeah. And then at night, we play the 2 championship games.
Yeah.
And we actually, like I said, Air Evac will fly in the game ball. And we actually do awards at the end of each of those right there on the field. And the winner gets these awesome Super Bowl ring type rings. They're really cool.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's a good thing.
Good program.
Hey, a little bit of volleyball. The Mountain Home Lady Bombers will go and take on Hot Springs Lakeside Tuesday night at 5 at Don Riggs Memorial Coliseum. Flippin is going to take on Paragould Falcons at 1 at I don't know where that's being played. I guess it's being played at Paragould. Cotter is taking on Mariana Lee at 3, and then Yellville plays Ridgefield Christian at 7. So the volleyball seasons are wrapping up. One of the local seasons that just wrapped up is tennis, and we've got Coach Calvin Henry here, and we're going to talk a little bit of tennis.
So I appreciate you having me, Bob. We wrapped up
a
couple
there
weeks
just
ago.
a little bit.
Really last week we had one of our players go to state overalls in Little Rock. So last Tuesday was actually when we officially wrapped up. The week before that.
So tell me how your boys how'd they finish up?
We only had one boys doubles team go to state.
How did your actual season end up?
We finished 10-1, so we only had one loss on the season,
okay.
And we went into conference, and we kind of struggled a little bit at conference. Like I said, we only had one boys team qualify for state. They got second in conference, and we thought we were going to have another one, but they got beat in the quarterfinals, and all you had to do was make it to the semifinals to punch your ticket to state.
Okay.
And so, but they improved. Really, really well throughout the year.
Did any of your boy players achieve all conference recognition?
Yes, Sam Arp and Anakin Osgood. They got all conference and all state. And then we had 4 girls get all conference and all state as well.
Okay, let's go back and talk about the girls' season. How'd their record turn out after?
They were 10-1 as well.
They were 10-1 as well?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
okay.
They both finished up with the same record. And then conference, they got runner-up as a team in conference in the conference tournament. And then when we went to state, we got state runner-up as well.
Wow,
so both of them are losing to Jonesboro.
And tell me who your all-conference ladies were.
All-conference was Emily Heidi, Megan Beck, Sarah Godfrey, and Michaela McLean.
Okay. And who went on to be All-State?
Those same 4.
Same 4?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where was the conference meet at?
It was at Searcy.
In Searcy.
In Searcy, yes. It was supposed to be 2 days, but it ended up being 3. We got rained out that first day after we got down there and got started.
They play all those games outside?
Yes.
And where was the state tournament at?
It was held in Hot Springs. It was at 2 different locations. The first day it was at Hot Springs Lakeside. The girls played there, and then the boys played at the country club there. And then the second day it was all at Lakeside. And so.
And you said something about an overall. You had somebody get to play for an overall.
Yes. So in tennis, they used to do this. I think in most sports. I know they did it in basketball. All the state champions and the state runner-ups from each, single A, double A. Each classification will go down to Little Rock, and they'll play in overall state champion tournament. And so, if you're, like I said, you make the finals, you have the opportunity to do that. Now, you don't have to. I knew a couple teams that backed out of it and said they didn't want to go. But Emily Heidi made it to the finals there, and she got state runner-up in 5A, and so she went down there and competed in the state overall tournament.
And how'd she do that?
She made it to the semifinals and got beat. So,
who beat her?
Mary Houston from Fayetteville. So yes, it was that 6A. They're pretty tough. They're pretty good in tennis. I think the championship of the overalls was a girl from Bentonville and a girl in Fayetteville. So
there's 2 sports that you look at and you think, well, that's the Heidi-tidies. You don't. Only the rich people play tennis, and only the rich people can play golf. And is that true, or is that just? Does it take a lot of money to be able to play on a tennis team?
No, not at all. You can go get a racket for $60, $80. And buy some shoes, and that's really all you need. I mean, we supply the uniforms, we supply the the travel and all that. So I mean, it's not really that expensive to play tennis. You can
Do
go
they
get
have to buy a
balls.
membership at one of the local places to be able to play on their courts?
No, I mean you can go play at what is it, Cooper Park over there,
Park.
tennis courts. And a lot of the time, Jerry McDonald lets you play at his athletic club. Now, a lot of them do go over to the tennis center by Roller Funeral Home, and that's where a lot of them practice at. So they're practicing over there. But a lot of them will go up on the weekends, and I don't even think they have memberships. And Jerry allows them to play outside on his outdoor courts. So that's where
How
we
do you
practice
coach
at.
tennis?
How do we?
I mean, you get a rookie out there, they got an $80 racket in their hand and fine shoes. How do you start to coach?
I mean, you just kind of break down their mechanics, really. I mean, their footwork to me is the most important. You got to have a good foundation to teach them how to move, teach them how to the proper mechanics of swinging a racket, whether it's a forehand or backhand. I mean, so there's a lot of technique that goes into it, but to me, it's similar to athletic positioning and other sports as well.
So compare it to when the quarterback falls back to pass. If he doesn't have a good stance, he's going to fall backwards or lose his balance. Same way with a batter in batter's box.
Yeah, he's probably going to throw a short pass. I mean, same with tennis. If you're not, some players, as they get more advanced, they're able to manipulate their footwork a little bit better or be off balance when they're swinging. But you always kind of want to have your weight on the front foot whenever you're swinging.
Really? On the front foot?
Yeah, unless you're just, you're retreating, trying to get a ball, trying to get it back over the net.
So how do you avoid injuries such like a twisted knee or an ankle? Because it looks like naturally you're going to have the shoulder and the tennis elbow, so to speak. Mm-hmm. But how do you avoid knee, hip, ankle?
Well, I mean, it's all about strengthening. I mean, to me, that's not going to be done. You're never going to avoid all injuries, but proper mechanics is going to help you avoid those injuries and, strengthening your players.
Wow.
So what's next for your players? Will they go into an off season? Will the majority of them go on to another sport, or how?
Some of them go on to other sports. A lot of those actually just play tennis. So they'll play year round, and they play USTA tournaments. So like Emily will, I know Sarah does. We got a few others, and then some of them are in dance as well. So that's where they're focused.
Is that like
now.
U-Trip for softball and that kind of thing?
Yes.
They just go on. There's a private league or something that comes up.
Yes. USTA is probably a little bit bigger than those because the high school AAA will actually kind of falls under USTA rules. And so when you go to state overalls, USTA is the one that actually is running that. It's very similar to that, what it is. So it's.
What's the breakdown on your tennis team? How many seniors do you have this year?
I had 5, 3 girls and 2 guys. So we'll be losing all those, but we'll have 7 or 6 of those returning that played because all of our kids played. I had about 9 girls that contributed, and then 6 of those are returning, and then we're getting, I know, a couple pretty good 8th graders that are coming up. So
so is your team 9th grade through 12, or is it
9th through 12? Okay. So yeah, we'll have those 8 kids that are 8th grade this year will be with us next year.
What's your warm up for that? I mean, we've got youth football, we've got 4 or 5 different basketball associations in Mountain Home now. That seems a little crazy to me, but hey, if it works for them, go for it. Is there a youth tennis program here?
There is not, and that's something we've talked about. I've talked to a couple local tennis people that are involved in the USTA as well, and we're talking about trying to create some of that now. When we're looking at possibly doing something like that in the spring, but a lot of them will just practice over at the tennis center, or they've got a couple private coaches here as well that work with them, tennis pros.
What's for your seniors? Is there an opportunity to go to the next level to maybe pick up a scholarship to play college tennis? Or
yes, none of ours this year have done that. They had a few interested, and then I think they chose different paths. A lot of them are really good in the classroom. Their academics are really high. Their GPAs are high. I think we had 4 of the 5 seniors had 4 points or over. So that's kind of the direction they went. But yeah, you have opportunities just like other sports to go Division I, Division II, NAI, NCAA.
Have we ever had anybody go on that you know of?
Not that. Actually, no. We had when I was through school. I believe Sam Johnson, if I remember correctly, he went. I think Greg Colton might have had the opportunity, but because he was an individual state champion, but he never went. But right now, I know Emily Heidi is looking at going.
What grade is she in?
She's a junior. She'll be a senior next year. So she's had a couple colleges, interested in her and everything. So
good deal.
Definitely hope for the best. She had Harding Academy was looking at her when we were in conference. They're right there in Searcy, and a couple other, even smaller Division I schools, I think, have made contact with her. So
what's next for Coach Calvin Henry?
Basketball season.
Starts when?
9th grade will start November 6th. We'll travel to Highland with the high school, kind of just like a play day over there. We used to go down to Jacksonville, but we've kind of decided to go to Highland this year, and the 8th grade boys will start November 8th. So you're 8th and 9th grade basketball coach? Yes, I'm assistant to Cody Wilmath.
Okay.
Yes, and we actually have an alumni game, I believe November 3rd, if I remember correctly. And so it'll be an alumni game. I don't know how many's coming back for it. I've heard quite a bit, so it'll be interesting to watch the high school play some of those, alumni games.
How far alumni do they go?
I'm not really sure. I think Mr. Coleman is setting that up for us. So
well, I'm just afraid we might have to have one or two ambulances there if they get it too old.
So yeah, I don't know how old the guys are going to be. But I know some of them that I played with and a few years older than me are coming back. So
are you going to play?
I don't think I'm going to.
Think you just better coach, right?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to coach. There's just going to be a lot of people. I'll help them out, whatever they need. Definitely
ice
it'd
packs,
be good to see.
heating pads.
Exactly. It'd be good to see. I'll tape some ankles, whatever I need to do.
There you go. Help them out.
Keep tighten up my leg brace type of thing.
But it'll be fun to watch. It'll be a great experience. And just to see everybody come back.
Well, Coach, we'd love to have you back and bring Coach Cody Wilmath with you. We'll talk about some junior high basketball in a couple of weeks after the season gets started. We may do that right before Thanksgiving break and see how that goes. And we appreciate you taking your time out and coming over and visiting with us. And congratulations on the successful tennis season.
Appreciate it very much. Thank you guys for having me.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Scooter, take us away.
Be right back.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment. Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
It's that time of year again. Time to take a hard look at your Medicare health plan. If you're looking for a new plan or looking to renew your existing plan, now's the time to renew all your options. At Bacco Insurance, we'll sit down with you and show you all the new choices and options, including $0 premium plans with low copays and dental, vision, and hearing benefits. Let us help take the confusion out of selecting a plan and find one catered to your needs. Contact Bacco Insurance today, located at 351 East 9th Street, Suite B in Mountain Home.
Come on down to In the Company of Dogs, where your dog will be treated like family. We offer professional service with over 30 years experience for all your grooming and obedience needs. Away from home during the day and your dog is left home alone? No problem. We also offer doggy daycare. You can be assured that your dog will be comfortable at all times, and we never use any harsh corrections. We're located in the College Shopping Plaza in Mountain Home next to the Dollar General, or give us a call at 870-232-1784. It's a great day in the company of dogs.
Life is too short to wear boring clothes. Welcome to Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique, where we carry the latest trends and fashions and accessories at prices anyone can enjoy. Feel beautiful while looking fabulous with a large range of fashions that fits anyone's sense of style. You're sure to discover something unique and new at every visit. Shabby to Chic also features 12 professional stylists, aesthetics by Amy J, a nail technician, and 4 tanning beds. Excite your style at Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique in Mountain Home.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrub stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
7:51, we continue talking some sports here on this Monday, October 22nd.
All right, that went well.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, we're going to leave it on you there,
Okay,
Dale.
sports. This is, I've got to bring this up. Did you know?
Well, first of all, before you go to that, who's in the World Series?
Dodgers and Boston.
Red Sox and the Dodgers. Okay, so the Brewers got beat over the weekend.
It's going to be a fun series. I think Boston's going to take. I mean, Boston was. 109, 110 wins. Something like that. Boston's hot.
I'd love to see Andrew Benintendi and the Boston Red Sox win it. Though it's
they deserve it.
Crossing the line from the National League, but I like Benintendi's a heck of a ball player.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a fun series, but
Don't look at me. I'm out of baseball. I don't follow that.
Dodgers and Boston. Yeah, it'd be a good series. I'm surprised that Houston didn't do as well. They were 104 wins, I think. But Boston is just, they've been hot all year long. And even I thought, I kind of hope St. Louis don't make the series because they're going to get beat by Boston.
All right, so what are you bringing up here?
That Tulsa game. This is Associated Press. Arkansas will pay $1.45 million for Saturday's homecoming game. The game will guarantee $1.085 million. Arkansas also paid Tulsa a scheduling fee of $365,000 last June in an amendment to original contract. And so the largest payout Arkansas has ever made is $1.5 million payout to Coastal Carolina last season. So that's a lot of money for a win.
It's normal. It's normal.
Yeah.
Why? We didn't pay Alabama $1.45 million to come to Fayetteville.
How do you know? Look it up. I bet you did.
That Arkansas paid Alabama?
Sure. They always pay the visiting team to come.
Yeah.
Look it up. And also what you need to look up is when was that contract signed?
Last year, it said in this article.
Okay. So it really wasn't signed this year trying to buy a win. It was signed last year anyway.
Setting up homecoming for this year's
setting up. Yeah. So, a lot of people, the conspiracy is, well, they just bought the win. No, they didn't. It was signed last year. Come on.
It was under the other AD, I think.
Do you think these high school teams travel to Mountain Home for free?
Really?
No, they take part of the gate. That's the way it's set up. Do you know 20% of every dollar that comes through that gate goes to AAA?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
then the rest of it's split with the visiting team. I'm pretty sure that's the way it used to be. I'm pretty sure it still is.
This here is not going through NCAA. It just says Arkansas to pay Tulsa, So.
Well, not everything has to go through the NCAA,
Yeah.
But I guarantee you look it up to see what these teams pay the other teams to come and play. That's normal.
But it looked like that would be okay, let's talk Arkansas, Alabama. It looked like that would be a contingency fund through the NCAA where it's a level playing field, whether Arkansas is playing Missouri, LSU, Alabama, Auburn, whatever it may be, though. But when you know that Arkansas had probably a 10-to-1 chance of beating Tulsa, if not better odds.
No, they shouldn't have had even better odds. No, it should have been worse.
Would have been bad had they paid $1.45 million and lost to Tulsa payroll.
It is what it is. But what you got to look at is you got your starting quarterback and your second stringer down. Your number one running back is down. So you got Jerry's grandson come in and play quarterback, right?
Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they luckily pulled it off. But yeah, that's just normal. That's normal business. Just the way it works.
Seems like a lot of money.
No, it's a big. How much do they pay Saban?
Oh goodness, he's what, $10.2 million now?
So you want to talk about a lot of money?
Goodness.
I mean,
that's how the sports
he makes
work,
that.
though,
Saban makes that much per game.
Yeah.
Dale.
Oh yeah. 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 No doubt. Well, there's some salaries out there.
Yeah, there's some salaries out there.
Wow. And this is talking collegiate. We're not even talking pro sports, NBA, MLB, NFL.
Saban probably makes more than a lot of NFL coaches.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Let me pull that up.
There's more exposure.
Do some talking. I'll see if I can pull that up.
Scooter, on the Arivac coming in, they bringing the game ball to start the tournament, or they bringing the game ball in for the championship game?
Usually, what we did last time is we had them bring it in between the two games. That way you had the biggest crowd there. And it's not the actual game that we play with, because they bring a signature ball and the winning team signs it and all that. But it's just a cool thing for the kids. They like it, and it's just a fun thing.
That's a good time.
Nick Saban's salary will increase to $7.5 million this season and goes up by another $400,000 in each subsequent year. In Montgomery, Alabama, they're reporting Alabama coach Nick Saban has received a new 8-year deal worth at least $74 million. The agreement runs through the 2025 season, announced on Friday, which this was printed on July 27th of 2018.
We'll go down there and read the one that's October the 3rd.
Where you see that now? Right here?
Yeah.
Nick Saban, again, tops annual pay list at $8.3 million. $8.3 million. OSU's
he gets a $4 million bonus, so it makes it $11 million if he makes it to the playoff. It's crazy.
There you go.
66 years old. My goodness. That's.
We got 2 minutes. We got anything important to talk about?
Well, let me ask you a quick question. You two guys are probably paid more than Nick Saban, so what's it like to be that rich?
I wish. I wish. High school wrestling has begun. We've got kind of our preseason. We know we got a lot of kids still out in sports, so as they're wrapping up, they're going to be moving over. But anybody that's interested in wrestling, now's the time to get up there and let's start getting you worked out, get you into shape. And
when did the Flyers start?
The Flyers will start their first. They're going every Saturday right now, and then their first regular season practice starts on the 30th, and they're going to go Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 8 at Guy Berry Gym.
And when is your King of the Mountain?
King of the Mountain is December 1st. It'll be here at the high school gym, and of course we're always needing volunteers, and we're expecting it to be pretty big. We did something a little different. We're actually running both gyms this year. We've got an exhibition mat.
Both gyms at the high school?
Yeah. We got an exhibition mat we're putting in the back, and we'll have a USA ref on that mat as well, so that people get kind of guaranteed mat time, and that's what we're pushing for. We're kind of an early tournament, so people need the mat time, and you get eliminated, you can go over there and keep wrestling.
How many wrestlers did you have last year? Do you remember?
About 170.
Expecting the same
I'm hoping for a little more this year. We've done a little more promoting of it, so I'm hoping to grow that just a little bit.
It's a little bit earlier this year than it was last year, right? By a week or so?
And it's about the same. It's usually that first Saturday in December. Yep.
That pretty well wraps it up.
It does.
We stalled it along.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. We will be back tomorrow. Enjoy
You
the
better
nice
take
weather.
it away. I have to tell a joke.
We don't
We
want
better
that.
go.
We better
Hurry. Go to black. Hurry.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.